This year for my birthday, I decided I did not want to have a hangover that was literally going to take me a whole week to recover from. So instead, I threw a Pilates party wellness event for my birthday. And in this video, I'm going to tell you guys how I did it, how much it cost, and how this actually launched me into a new season. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sierra, and here on my channel, we are all about creating a life you love. So with that being said, we're gonna hop into today's video. So as you can tell by the title, today we are talking about how I actually planned this wellness event for my birthday. I am a person who has never really intentionally celebrated my birthday. I feel like when I grew up and I was younger, people made a big deal out of my birthday. But once I kind of like turned 18, it was hard for me to really celebrate myself. And I don't know if it's like a family thing, but we all kind of get like the birthday blues. Not everybody, but like a lot of people in my family get like the birthday blues around their birthday. So we don't really go all out and really celebrate it. But I'm like, your girl's turning 30. I look good. I'm in the best shape of my life. Let's do something to really celebrate this. Also, I'm getting married this year, so I didn't want to do some sort of like extra big expense like a trip or a girls trip or something like that. I was really trying to figure out how to celebrate myself in the best way possible, which is how I landed on the Pilates party. If you guys aren't new to my channel, you know that I'm a wellness girly. I'm down 70 pounds. So having a wellness event, Pilates party was extremely on brand for me. So it just seemed like something very natural that I can plan easily and effortlessly. Now, honestly, y'all, I'm going to say this. I always have these ideas of doing big events, but I always kind of chicken out because I have this fear of like, oh, people won't come or people won't like it, or it's like I won't be able to do everything that I want to do. Like really just having limiting beliefs around planning things for myself and celebrating myself. So I really challenged myself to do that this year. And I'm so proud of how this actually turned out. Let's just kind of run through what I was thinking, maybe like a mood board in a sense. So I've seen plenty of Pilates parties on TikTok. They're always pink, super cute. I've seen a blue one. I've seen a green one. So I decided that I wanted to throw a theme with my party. And since I was turning 30, I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm getting married. I'm just like, let's just do the cherry on top. Sierra's 30th, the cherry on top, a wellness event hosted by Sierra on social. And I decided that I wanted it to be like a cherry theme. I wanted to get like cherry kind of gifts for everyone. I wanted all the girls in pink. And then obviously I was going to be wearing red. And I just wanted to make it such a beautiful experience. And I kind of started with a mood board. So I went on Pinterest. I looked at other Pilates parties. I looked at like branding. I took a full deep dive when it came down to planning the beautiful part of this party, the branding part, the marketing part of this party. And I really, really enjoyed myself. Let's just do a quick planning breakdown and how much everything costs, where the event took place. And this way you can see if this is something that you realistically can host yourself. And honestly, I did everything last minute, and I'm sure if you don't do everything last minute, you can actually make this more price efficient. But let's just kind of run through my planning process and how much everything costs. I'm going to grab my laptop so I can read off the full prices to you guys. But just in general, I started with a venue. I'm like, I need to find a Pilates studio that hosts, these type of events, what it would actually cost. I seen some as high as $800. And the place that I chose was actually only $375. I went to Sculpt Pilates. It is in Detroit. All my friends and my family live in Detroit, so I decided to host this party in Detroit. So that is the first price breakdown that we have here. Let me just open up my Google Sheets so you guys can get a real representation of everything. So we're going to go into where I actually got everything. I got things from Temu. I got things from Amazon. I actually got some snacks and things from Walmart. And my videographer was my fiance, so he was free 99. So some things that I had in my gift bag were brushes, cherry claw clips, and I got everybody a pair of cherry Pilates socks. These were about $2 each per person. So I did 15 brushes. So that totaled out to $40.64. The hair clips, I did 15 hair clips. That totaled out to $27.36. The socks totaled out to $39.52. And y'all, I found a steal with these socks because these same socks were on Amazon for $19 each. And I got them on Temu for like $2 each or $3 each. So that really worked out for me. The shipping was about $12.90 because I paid for express shipping because I told y'all I was last minute. And then the sales tax was about $7.07. As far as the gift bags, I got the gift bags from Amazon. They're a cute holographic gift bag. People can reuse them. I thought they were beautiful. Like I said, people can reuse them. So the gift bags were $16.99, and that gave me 15 bags. I want to say it was either 15 bags or 12 bags. I'll be sure to link the bags down below, so you guys can, use them for your own party if you need to. And these hair bows that I have in my hair were actually $5.09. They actually came with so many hair bows, so I did put hair bows in everybody's bag. I got these pink tumbler cups. I wanted them to be the same color, but Amazon did not send me the same color. One was like a fuchsia pink, one was like a hot pink, and I really didn't have time to send them back, so I just kept it how it was. Each pack came with 6 cups, and there were 32. So for both of them, they were around like $40.60 something. I decided to get a charcuterie board from Walmart, which was $14.67. I decided to get like the small mini poppies because I didn't want to get like a whole case of poppies. It actually turned out to be cheaper if I got the small dollar ones. So I decided to get 12 poppies and they came out to $13.99. I decided to get those cheese puffs from Target, which it was like the Good and Gather brand. $5.99. I got 2 bottles of champagne, which was Cook's, the Brut kind. $15.74 for both of them. As far as my leggings for the event, because we have to, count outfit because outfit was part of the experience. The leggings for my event were $32 and actually $32 even. I actually have some leggings on now that I liked better. And those are $28.99. The bra that I have on right here, $28.99. And the thing, I actually just went in prices. I'm like $28 for a bra. And like even the pants, I think the pants that match with these were $28 as well. But the material is so freaking buttery soft. I think it's worth it. So I did get 2 pairs of leggings and a bra. But like I said, it was like that butter soft. It's so good. I think it was worth the $28. This shrug right here, this cost $29.67. That was from Amazon as well. And I also got these leg warmers. Sorry, my shoe is kind of dirty. I got these leg warmers for $4.99. Also, I created like custom branding for everything. So I put belly bands on the socks and belly bands on the cups to show like my brand around it. The cup said like sip happens and the sock said like totally obsessed with you. I'll be sure to put like, some photos and videos in here so you guys can see like the branding because it came out like super cute. Not even gonna hold you up. So those belly bands, I ordered them from FedEx. If you guys have a printer, you can print these, but my printer acts so wonky sometimes. So I just decided to do FedEx to save me the headache. That came out to $15.80. And I decided to get a sign made that said like, the theme, Sierra's 30th, the cherry on top, hosted by Sierra on social. That sign came out to $32.50. The actual sign size was 18 by 24 on a foam mounted poster. So for the total of everything that I spent for this party, I don't have my travel expenses in here because we had to drive, but the total for the party, the gift bags, the snacks, came out to $787. Now, I know a lot of people actually did like huge parties for their 30th. And that was a way to invite like lots of people, but an actual huge party costs a lot more than hosting a wellness event with a few of your friends. Another way that you can actually host more people for a wellness event is I went to a Pilates studio with reformers. There was another Pilates studio that did like mat classes where I could have invited a lot more people, but that one was $400. My family was also having a big kind of like a big birthday party for all the March birthdays, so I was just like, I don't want to be pulling people in too many different directions. So I just decided to go with the cheaper option with the reformers. So that is another option, but the total price for everything was $700.87. Just to kind of keep that in mind, if you guys were thinking about hosting your own, wellness event. And honestly, mine's was this much because I was extra. I got the brushes, I got the hair clips, I got the Pilates socks. Like some stuff you don't have to do. Like you can make this as big or as little as you want it. Now with the price of the studio, it was $375, and with that you got a 60-minute class for you and your guests, and you also got 30 minutes after to like talk and do a debrief. So I kind of did like I talked about like my experience and how I went through my 20s and how I just did a toast to my 30s. Like everybody I know around me is pretty much turning 30 or turned 30 this year or last year. So it was just a big hoorah to all of us entering our 30s, because I truly believe that 30s are going to be so much better than our 20s because we've learned all the lessons that we needed to learn, and it is time to thrive. We got better bodies, more money. Like we're just in a good place in our 30s for most of the people that I know. So I was excited to host this wellness event for everyone. Let's just kind of hop into some things that I learned throughout this process of hosting my own event and really just kind of having an actual birthday like event party kind of thing. And I would say that this birthday definitely felt different than past birthdays. I felt like super empowered because I took control of my birthday. I feel like I would get that birthday blues because sometimes I would, do things and people wouldn't show up, or I just didn't know how to really celebrate myself. But I took this time to really celebrate myself and celebrate everyone else around me. I made it an experience at my birthday. So it just seemed like I was doing something good for, myself, my family, and my friends, and really just encouraging us because like I said, the 30s, we about to crush these 30s. I don't know about y'all, but me and my girls, we're going to crush our 30s. Another thing that I learned throughout this process is that prioritizing your wellness has a huge impact on you, like emotionally and spiritually. I truly, truly felt when I had that excess weight of 70 pounds on me, I had a hard time just really connecting with myself emotionally, connecting with myself spiritually. Like I just did not feel good on the inside because I felt like deep down on the inside, I knew I wasn't supposed to be a big girl. So really stepping into this wellness season was something that helped transform me truly, mind, body, and soul. And if you're not into wellness, I highly encourage you to dabble, dip your toe in the wellness pool and really start to learn to fall in love with taking care of yourself. People make it seem like wellness is oh so expensive, but it's your life. You know what I mean? Like if you can live a little bit longer for your friends and your family and for yourself, for you to, walk in purpose and do the things that God called you to do because you are healthy and well, why not invest in your wellness routine? Why not put the best things in your body? Why not put the best things on your skin? Why not invest in, workouts that actually work for you? Because like I said, when it comes to I've said this in previous videos, but when it comes to being a woman, we are not supposed to work out the same way as men do. I know that people do it, and I know it's popular online for, all this heavy weightlifting and HIIT training. But I mean, if you guys have seen my last video talking about cycle syncing, women are supposed to work out differently according to their cycle. And Pilates is a game changer when it comes to working out, guys. It will shape your body. When I tell you everybody the next day was like, girl, I am so freaking sore. Like, it is a tough workout, and people make it seem like it's just, oh, it's just stretching, it's just an aesthetic. No, it's a workout, and it will shape you up so nice. So I highly encourage you guys to try out a Pilates class, whether that be through your insurance. Like, my insurance has a program called Gym Pass where I have access to different Pilates studios within that membership that I pay to Gym Pass. There's also things like Class Pass where you can try it out before you even, commit to it, because Pilates can be, super expensive. But like I said, try it out. It might just change your life, and it might just change the way that you actually look at working out. And this is even specifically for Black women. I know a lot of times the hair is the barrier of the workout, but Pilates, you're not sweating in your scalp like that. So it could be a healthy alternative to make sure you're moving your body. So you can do Pilates a few times a week and just walk. That is going to save your hair. I promise you that. So after I planned this party, this wellness event, it really just helped me solidify some things in my mind, and it kind of pushed me into a new season, like I said. And this was pretty much a soft launch of what I'm going to be doing under my wellness brand season to season, and it's going to be called Curated Season, where I'm going to help curate wellness events for women and spaces to really just make it an overall experience. And that is going to come around in Q4. Just with the wedding and stuff, I have a lot going on, but this is something that I enjoy so much, just curating an event, curating an experience. Like, think about the small little details. It's something that I really enjoyed. So I want to tap into that in my Dallas network come around in Q4. And I think it's important specifically for a time like this, because with all the chaos in the world, like, the world is crazy, but this is a time that people really should be pouring intentionally into themselves. Like, I don't know about y'all, but like, I know it's a lot going on, but sometimes we kind of like drown out the noise and really just make sure we're pouring into ourselves in this season specifically, because millionaires are built in this season. Like, the world may be crumbling, but you can create a resource that is recession proof. Create something that can really grow in this season. Pour into yourself this season. So when all of this is over and done, like, you've built yourself up. You haven't like fallen back, got laid off and things like that. Like, we don't know what the job market is going to do. Everything is so uncertain right now. That's why I'm intentionally building out my season to season wellness space for my legacy. I want to create something that I cannot be fired from. And this isn't, like I said in another video, I'm not doing things for like a money grab, but I also just want to leave an intentional impact on the earth, on women. I have literally created a life that I love. I have literally stepped out of my comfort zone to just do things. And I just see how making just the smallest choice can literally completely change your life. And I want people to embrace, every season of their life, because sometimes people are like, oh, this is a bad season. And like, okay, it may be a bad season, but what are you supposed to be learning in this bad season? Like, some of the greatest things are built in those bad seasons. So really start to reframe the way that you think about, a bad season in your life. So if you guys are thinking about planning a wellness event, everything that I used for my party is linked below. If you kind of want to hop around in that same theme, or if you want to stay like to the pinks and things kind of thing. That was a lot of things, but I will link all of those down below. I also have a wellness event planning sheet that is free $99 that can kind of help guide you through your planning process if you want to create, a curated event for your next party, your next birthday, your next just business idea. Like, if you want to create a curated experience, I'm dropping a freebie down in the description for you guys to plan your event. And also, if you guys do plan your own event, be sure to tag me. Be sure to let me know. I want to see what kind of things people are planning in this season. Like I said, this year on my birthday, I did not want to go out with a bad hangover, so I threw the wellness event instead. So I want to see what you guys have planned up for this year, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.